Alright, so this is video 2 with the raspberries. Basically just want to squirt the hose at the base of the raspberries and just go all the way down. This garden here has really nothing of great consequence, but I would still wet it because, yeah, there's like little things here and there. Like somehow that planter in the middle got a tomato plant. I don't know how that happened, but it did. Yeah, just in this bucket here, you're going to want to water that as well. You're going to see lots of pots throughout the garden. Those need absolutely to be watered for a good 3 or 4 seconds each day. And yeah, that's just a good rule for most of these plants. 3 or 4 seconds at the base. Try not to water leaves. Watering leaves just leads to disease. So this garden here, just water the whole thing. Like I said, make sure each plant gets enough water. I'm going to demonstrate, even though it might seem like overkill. I'm always surprised about people. So note where I am here, and that I'm, nope, wrong setting, see? I just had the gutters cleaned, so that's why it was on that setting. See? Now obviously I'm getting the leaves wet. It's not a big deal, but you want to get this good and wet. Preferably at the beginning or middle of the day. Watering at the end of the day is not as good for the plants. Okay? And also, watering right after a big rainstorm, not as helpful. Okay? See how I'm taking my time, making sure everything gets a good drink. If you're doing this every day, obviously it doesn't need to be, crazy. Alright, moving on. This screen should stay on. You don't ever need to take the screen off. Please be careful when moving the hose around this bed. Try it when you go between it. Just keep an eye on where the hose is so it doesn't like snag up or catch the corner of the screen and pull it off. And then really starting here at the sage, which is not edible. It's Russian sage. Do not eat that. But everything else is pretty much edible here on out. But if it's leafy, I would not pick it right now. Peas you can eat. I'll just show you real quick. These are string beans. You can eat those. If you're not sure if it's a string bean plant, just pull away the leaves. And if you see a string bean, it's a string bean plant. So peas and string beans are definitely edible. This is basil. And the blackberries will definitely be ripe. Maybe the grapes. If you're not sure, just pick a grape or a blackberry and try it out. But really you're going to water everything from the sage over here down here. Make sure you get everything good water. I'm going to be ridiculous and just say if you can get close down here, get under these leaves, because cucumbers especially are susceptible. But if you're doing this in the morning, it's not as big of a deal. Moving on. Just water that and that and that. You don't really need to water this too much, but this plant right here, this grape is hijacking. Pain in my butt. Plants.